And good evening once again, everyone. Welcome into our multi-platform digital newscast we like to call WTOC The News Now. From Roku to Twitter, we're going to fill you in on all the bigger stories that we've been covering throughout the day today and also give you a sneak peek at what's coming up tonight on The News at 11. Broadcast, that is. Also, a special thanks to those of you who are watching on WTOC.com and the WTOC News app. Let's get started. A little over 24 hours ago, a grand jury in Savannah declared the police-involved shooting of Ricky Boyd to be justified. And in those hours that we've had, we've been learning a lot more about what the jury saw and heard behind closed doors. WTOC's Romney Smith spoke with the Chatham County District Attorney today about why she refused to rush this process.
Chatham County District Attorney Meg Heap says there was no reason to comply with the Boyd family lawyer's demands to turn the investigation over to federal investigators by his deadline.
I take your case, good, bad, and the ugly, is I treat you the same way. I have a procedure, and that's how it's got to be followed, because then you have to have faith that if it's your case, if it's your brother's case, if it's your sister's, it's going to be handled the same way.
She says her office did not approve releasing the image of the gun to the public because it could easily be taken out of context.
We had testimony from law enforcement officers, from civilians, neighbors in the community, and even tape statements from the family. They all cooperated, and if you pull one piece out and extract it, manipulate it, then you're not getting the full story, and that is not fair to anybody involved.
The grand jury had a lot of information to review, including 32 witnesses who testified, body camera video, pictures, a live demonstration by the GBI, and more.
I think the grand jury made a detailed finding of what they looked at and the conclusions they drew, so that should give you some faith in the system.
Let's talk about what happens next at this point. The Department of Justice is actually coming to town to pick up the Ricky Boyd file. They're doing their own civil rights investigation to see if there are any violations on that front. This is common for high-profile shootings like this. The district attorney told me that she welcomes this kind of investigation as well. Tonight, Savannah State University announcing that James Barnwell is no longer serving as the campus chief of police. Savannah State issued no further comment because this is a personnel matter, but this comes after 3 women, including 2 female, Savannah State University police officers accused Barnwell of sexual misconduct. Officials put Barnwell on paid administrative leave. That was back on the 23rd of March. This while the university conducted its internal affairs investigation. Ulysses Bryant, the former Savannah Chatham County Public Schools police chief, will serve as the interim police chief. Okay, here's something you've probably been waiting for. U.S. government forecasters now expecting an active hurricane season as they release their predictions. Listen to this. NOAA has released the forecast today that calls for 10 to 16 named storms and 5 to 9 hurricanes. If that forecast holds, it would make for a near normal, maybe slightly above normal season. NOAA predicted that 2017 would be above average. It certainly was. A trio of devastating hurricanes, Harvey, Irma, Maria. Many of you probably remember Irma that happened last September. The 6-month Atlantic hurricane season, by the way, officially starts next Friday. You know, most cities are always trying to find ways to upgrade their first responders, particularly when it comes to fire service. But the city of Savannah is now looking at whether downgrading its fire department might upgrade its revenues. Meredith Parker has more on why the city manager is wanting to look at cost savings plans that could actually cost you more at home.
Today, City Council agreed to a contract that would assess the Savannah Fire Department. The $36,000 evaluation would look at a lot of things, including downgrading their perfect response rating. The city says this came from talks of the fire fee.
I think the questions have come up as we've rolled out the fire fee from our community. Are we getting the most bang for our buck? And the city manager believes that we are, but we want to have a study and assessment in place to show that efficiency.
The SFD rating is also called an ISO 1. It stands for Insurance Service Office, which is how companies determine how much your home insurance will cost based on how good or bad your first responders are. Right now, the city of Savannah holds a perfect score of 1, but if they downgrade to 2 or 3, they could save millions in their budget, and the impact could be very little.
Well, the best result would be that they do the study and that we are doing everything very efficient and very effectively. But this will give us a chance to look to see what we're doing now and what we need to be focusing on in the future.
If it's saving the city money, what about you, the homeowner? Local insurance agents gave me an estimate. If this comes to fruition, it could add on $10 to $12 a month to your insurance bill, on top of a fire fee.
Meredith Parker there. She's going to talk more with an insurance expert about exactly what a lower ISO could mean to the bottom line on your homeowner's insurance policy premiums. Okay, coming up tonight at 11, we're going to wrap up what has been a very busy and dramatic day with the district attorney, Savannah police chief, even the comments from Ricky Boyd's family, their reaction to the grand jury's decision to call the shooting of Ricky Boyd by police justified. And coming up right here at 9, meteorologist Dave Turley is going to have your complete first alert forecast, and that's going to include a look at the all-important holiday weekend and the fact that you probably might want to at least have some plans that could take you from outdoors to indoors. That's an umbrella reference, I guess. Until then, thanks for joining us here. We'll see you again here in an hour.